Hello everybody, my name is Alex and welcome to the second part of our Secret Societies overview. Now in the last part I went over the very basics of Secret Societies, including how they're going to work in Civ 6 and also the first two Secret Societies. But in this episode we are going to look at the Void Singers and the Sanguine Pact. Now if you've not watched episode 1, I do recommend watching that first because there is a lot of information there. But if you just want to learn about these two anyway, then this should be a good video for you. So the first bonus for the Void Singers is unlocked by discovering a tribal village. I mean, that is so easy to do, so it's quite good. I know we had Discover a Natural Wonder in yesterday's video. This is equally as easy, so you just have to do something very, very easy to unlock this. Now, the initiation bonus allows you to construct the Old God Obelisk building, a powerful replacement for the monument. Now, seemingly on top of the standard monument bonus, the God Obelisk gives an additional 4 faith and 1 great work slot of any type, so it's a pretty strong bonus. Now, the first bit is the plus 4 faith, and because you're going to want to get one of these in every city, that's quickly going to stack and give you a significant bonus in faith. And as you'll see as we progress through the Secret Society's bonuses, faith is very, very useful and important, so straight away that's good. And if you're playing as someone like Russia, as Infinite Donut said in the comments of the last video, if you're playing as a religious civ like Russia, you are going to make a ton of faith, and with this Secret Society, that is going to be very, very, very powerful. Obviously, the second bit to this bonus is the great work slot of any type. I mean, that's just a good bonus, and it's going to allow a lot more flexibility when it comes to great works and stuff, so it's very, very good. Now, moving on to the ritual bonus, which is unlocked just by entering the medieval era. This is cities earn gold, science and culture per turn equal to 20% of their faith. And this is faith per turn. Now, this for me is really exciting for a number of reasons. The first one is that I just like how it follows on from the first bonus. They're very much connected. Obviously, if you're getting God Obelisks, God, that's really hard to say for some reason. But if you're getting them in every single city and you're playing as a religious civ anyway, your faith is going to be through the roof. But the main reason this excites me is that that's a lot. 20% is significant, and to get that bonus in not just one of the areas, but all of gold, science and culture is going to help you in every single way. Gold is vital for purchasing things, vital for maintaining a big army, so you could use the extra gold to defend yourself or attack an enemy. Science is useful, obviously, for getting down the tech tree, and if you're going for faith, often science can fall back as a priority a little bit, so that's nice, so it's going to help you boost that on its own. And culture very much the same, it's going to allow you to move down the civics tree as well, so you're getting a significant bonus, especially if you've got big faith, in all of those key areas, so that is really powerful to me. Now as we move on to the industrial era with the indoctrination bonus, things are getting even more interesting. Now, I really love this one. So this is that you can unlock the cultist unit. Now, this unit is purchased with faith and uses charges to reduce loyalty in foreign cities and generates relics of the void. So I just want to give a bit more information here. So from analysis of the trailer, it looks like each time a cultist recruits followers in enemy territory, it reduces 10 loyalty from that city. And that's a significant number. If you think cities obviously start with, I think it's 100 loyalty, right? So to take 10 away from that, if you've got a number of cultists around an enemy city, you're quickly going to reduce that city's loyalty to a point where it's going to pretty much start heading towards rebellion. Now this is significant basically because I've managed many civilizations, and when you have cities which won't settle, which are giving uprisings, it can be a bit of a pain in the backside. Now usually they're put down pretty quickly, but if you make that city a free city, what's to say you can't send your troops in there to just frustrate your enemy even more? This could be a way of taking cities without going into full-scale war. Now we don't actually know how expensive these units are going to be to recruit with faith, but you're going to have a lot of faith. If you play as somebody like Russia, you are going to have a ton of faith. So there's a good chance you're going to be able to recruit a lot of these and that they could be very, very powerful against your enemies. So finally, moving on into the Atomic era, the Master Plan bonus. And by the way, we don't know the Master Plan bonus for any of the other Secret Societies, so this is particularly interesting. So this unlocks Dark Summoning, a city project that provides lots of faith while active, and upon completion raises the amount of loyalty damage done by cultists. Now, if you think about the cultist and what it does, so it's got a base kind of reduction of loyalty of 10, if you're getting more faith from this project, firstly, you can recruit more cultists, and secondly, if they're doing more damage, you can obviously make cities rebel quicker. So this could be a really, really good way of just destabilizing an opponent. Now, there's obviously multiple ways or multiple reasons why you'd want to destabilize an opponent. The first one which comes to my mind is to launch an invasion. If you've made a load of their cities rebel, that is a good time to send in your army. So there's that, and obviously if you just want to kind of cause chaos, because who doesn't like making other people's lives difficult in Civ 6, then they'll be good for that. So as a little kind of summary of the Void Singers, I'm very excited for these. I think all of the secret societies are good in their own way, but this is a very cool way to play the loyalty mechanics, and I'll definitely be trying it out. Another thing I'd say on these is it's very good they've got a unit. Like, adding unique units is really nice, so overall I'm very positive, and just as I am with the other four, I'm excited to try these out and to play the game slightly differently because I'm a member of this secret society. So moving on, the Sanguine Pact is the fourth and final secret society we need to cover in these videos. And I just want to say, this is the one we know by far the least about, but what we do know actually looks very, or quite different. Now, as a summary, this is basically the militaristic domination secret society. So if you're going for that bonus, or that victory type, sorry, you're going to want to be in this secret society. And they're also vampires, which is kind of unnerving, I think. So joining this secret society unlocks the unique vampire unit, and this gains combat strength when adjacent units perish. Vampires in Civ 6? Very intriguing, and they do look incredibly powerful, especially considering that they will only keep getting stronger the more units that perish adjacent to them. Now, it's quite simple. If you get these early on in the game and start building them up from then, what are they going to be like by the late game? Like, I don't know how powerful these guys can get, but if it just keeps getting more powerful, they're going to be a very fearsome weapon against your enemies, especially in the late game. Another interesting thing about them, though, which makes them very strong, is that they seem pretty much indestructible, because instead of dying when they get to 0 HP or 1 HP, they just retreat. They retreat and can't really be killed, I don't think. So, although you may destroy them for a time, they'll just go around pillaging again, and they'll get stronger and stronger and stronger, and one day they will reappear on your doorstep. So, invincible vampires is something that you may have to contend with in this scenario. Another thing we already know about the Sanguine Pact is that vampires can also build vampire castles on any empty tile either in your territory or in neutral territory. Now, it looks like each vampire has at least 3 charges they can use to build these, so each vampire can build at least 3 of these on the map. I don't know if it's more, but we'll obviously have to see when it releases. Now, these vampire castles give +4 combat strength to the occupiers, so that's the same as a fort, and give extra yields. Now, we've seen the extra yields, but I don't know how exactly they work. I don't know how you get bonuses to these yields, I just know you do because of the screenshot and what was said in the trailer. Perhaps the strongest point, though, to the vampire castles and to the whole Sanguine Pact itself is that late on in the game, presumably in the industrial or atomic era, you will be able to teleport units between these castles, which, for civilizations that are militaristic and that have vampires and that have big armies, this is a very good point. Because if you invade somewhere and capture one city, you can then start bringing other units across from the homeland, because you can teleport. Teleporting units across the map is obviously powerful. You can stick the vampire castles in neutral or friendly territory, so it's a very good way to bring more mobilization to your army, to be able to get your army across the world quicker. So I'm very excited to play as these. I think the next domination game I play on Civ 6, I will join this secret society, and I think it will add many more aspects. So overall, just to finish, I want to say that these 4 secret societies are a very good and big effort from Firaxis, but which is my favourite? I think all of them are going to be fun to play as. I don't look at one and think it's boring, and I don't look at one and think it's by far weaker. But if I had to pick one to be my favourite, I think I'd have to go for the Owls of Minerva. And not necessarily just for the gameplay reasons, although I like the extra money and all the government slots and stuff. I just like how it works. I think a secret society in my mind is one which is sort of behind the scenes, controlling government, interfering in politics, and they embody that perfectly. So I think that's the first one I'll play as, and I just can't wait to give it a go, really. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you want to see part 1, then make sure you check out the video in the box below. Also, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for lots more Civ 6 analysis in the coming days, weeks, and months. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex, and I will see you in another video soon.